Pay attention. Creepy weirdo.
I would like a strong, powerful woman to protect me.
He'll fight for America.
Hip. Poopy square.
The Playable Characters Podcast.
Oh, sorry.
You want to start with that? I think we should, because you're disgusting, Calvin.
Sorry.
Welcome to episode 71.
Calvin's Phlegm podcast.
Flammable Characters Podcast. Oh my gosh, starring Calvin's allergies.
Ugh, summer. Ugh.
I am Brian McGinnis. Across from me.
Al Patel to my right.
Calvin Cato.
Oh, come on. You're spiking it up.
That's too much.
Turn your mic down.
Come on, be professional.
I am. I'm trying.
Guys, hey, this weekend, August 11th, Long Island Retro Expo. Get your tickets. Still a couple things left. Congrats to Mike Hawes, one of our fans who won the free tickets.
Yay.
Which is awesome.
Mike is the best.
Yeah, and it's going to be very fun. So they have a lot of cool stuff. Not just us. We're doing a live show, though. Our guests are going to be incredible. I can't wait. It's going to be super cool and fun, top secret. But come out to that. Check it out if you're in Long Island or anywhere near there.
We'll try to do a live episode recording, and maybe we could put that out.
Yes.
But we'll see.
But no, then they won't come.
Okay, don't come. No, we're not going to do it. Come.
We are going to do that.
All right.
But yeah.
All right. Don't tell them.
We're great at advertising.
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Playable Podcast. Check out our new video on Instagram TV. It's like a 10-minute video at the Ace Comic Con. 10 minutes? You're crazy. Shut up. It's funny.
Well, it's on YouTube. That's the one you put.
It's on YouTube.
Right?
It's also on
Same
Instagram
one?
TV.
Okay.
Yep,
Yes.
same thing exactly.
IGTV, we're
I
trying to
don't
get that
even know
rolling.
what IGTV is.
Or just literally that company, we're trying to get that rolling.
IGTV.
We have a 1% ownership of IGTV.
We do. So we get no
so
money.
please
from
help
that.
us out.
Yeah. So Patreon is patreon.com/Playable Podcast. All that good stuff. You guys know.
Rate us. Give us a review on iTunes or wherever
Yeah.
you listen.
Yeah. We are.
This helps us out.
I always forget our tagline. Real funny interviews with real video game characters. That's us.
Oh, look at that.
And speaking of which, we're gonna bring in this next guest. Okay, probably.
I mean, economically, he's one of the most important people in video gaming.
he's
Yes.
I would
probably
say.
for one of the biggest game on earth. It seems like right now.
Yeah.
Or it's been probably the biggest game.
It's one of those games that we get like 10 million players a fucking second, and it's like what? Like it's like that crazy.
I think there's like a lot of Chinese players.
Probably. Well, that's just.
Oh, no, I thought it was like all Korean.
No, not in World of Warcraft.
It's
I
the
think.
same thing to Olip.
Oh, don't put racism in my mouth.
Come on. So you guys always put it in my mouth. So anyway, let's bring him in.
Well, we're not going to do that.
What are you doing, Olip?
I was saying put it in my mouth very
Oh,
softly.
okay. We have the Auctioneer from the incredibly popular World of Warcraft. Let's bring him in. How you doing, man?
Hey, how are you?
Doing incredible. Thanks for joining us today.
You're welcome. It took me a very long time to get here
How come?
because, it's the World of Warcraft. Azeroth is a 24/7 thing, and I only have off for about 3 hours every Tuesday.
Is that right?
Oh, God. It's
A strict schedule.
It's a really strict schedule. It's a 24/7 business.
So you're the only auctioneer. They don't have another backup auctioneer.
There's like one, and then there's a second one, but we both look the same. I have blonde hair. He's got brown hair. We're the same guy,
I
same
got you.
voice,
You
But
have the same merch, the same wares.
yeah, we.
What's your name? Is it just auctioneer or you?
What should we call you?
I go Auctioneer 1, and he's Auctioneer A, but I was like, numbers are better, they come first. And
Of course.
That's how that works.
Like Universe 1 and Universe A. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and people come to me first because I'm a little bit more in front of the door. So people run in, they come in on these giant creatures, and then the creatures disappear because we do not want any of that in this auction house.
Oh,
You don't want
of course.
It's like a bull in a china shop scenario.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want that to happen.
And you guys see the things that people have. They have like panthers.
Yeah.
They have panthers. They got these gigantic, like, I don't know.
Hippogriffs?
Hippogriffs.
Yeah,
yes.
you don't want that hippogriff poop.
They got these gigantic mammoths, and
Yeah.
I don't like the mammoths because the mammoths have like another auctioneer on there, so it's like a portable one, and I hate it.
Wait, they have auctioneers on the mammoth?
That's how big it is.
Yeah, there's like a repairman, so that puts the blacksmith out of business, and it's terrible.
whole thing.
It's a whole thing, and people spend a lot of gold on that.
Yeah. Well, what? Oh man, if I could have one of these creatures, I think I would want a panther. I feel like I would want like Skeletor's panther, something like that. To
Can they
ride
fly? I want a flying steed.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah,
That'd be-
you
that
should
would
get a
be-
Pegasus.
Can I get a flying panther?
There's always flying ones. There's panthers. There's panthers made out of stone, and there's
Stone.
there's different ones. There's a one that's red.
You guys
one
don't
that's
have any like
one that's purple.
like parking lots for mounts though. I
Where
feel
do they go when
they
they
kind
come?
of just disappear, right? It's weird.
I'm not allowed outside of the place, so I don't see where they come from. But when they come in, it just poofs into smoke. I don't know where they go. It's
a lot of weird magic stuff going on.
Wouldn't it be great though if there's no more parking spots? When you park somewhere, you just poof it, like your car disappears, and then when you need it, poof, it's there again.
I mean, that would be great in New York City, that's for sure.
Amazing. Are you kidding me?
Oh my god, I would never have to worry about parallel parking
like
ever again.
Ant-Man, it shrinks, you put it in your pocket or something.
Yeah, it'd be
Now, Auc1. Can I call you Auc1?
Yeah.
Okay,
cool.
Auc1.
Or
I like Auc1.
Near?
Sounds like
Okay.
See, I got a real name now. This guy can suck it.
Yeah.
Do you ever get to, buy any of these items yourself, or you're always just auctioning, or?
It's weird. These people bring me these amazing pieces of work, and then I don't get to wear them or do anything. You see these overalls; they're terrible. I mean,
You are wearing overalls.
I wear the worst clothing you can get, and you know what? Some people just they just sit there and hold on to it for about 48 hours, and if no one buys it, then I got to give it back to them. I would like a nice pair of clothing once, but no.
Doesn't somebody ever leave it behind? They just maybe they say they pay for it, they don't come back for it.
Probably automatically goes into their inventory.
Yeah, they have a mailbox. It goes right to the mailbox, so it's not sold. And then we do keep a cut from it too, so we always make money off of it.
So who
That
owns
sounds
the
very
auction
like
house?
Amazon.
Yeah, who owns it?
It's kind of
Amazon
like
business
Amazon.
model,
Yeah, it's like Amazon, except we're more efficient. You don't have to wait 2 days. You get it in like 2 minutes.
Is there an Amazon inside Azeroth? I mean, I know Jeff Bezos is always expanding his business.
No, not yet,
there's none.
because time is a weird continuum in this world. It's way different than the real world. It's strange. Like day and night cycles are just so weird. I can spend 20 minutes in one place, and then it's daytime. Then it becomes nighttime.
So how do you like it here with the 24-hour cycle?
Oh, I hate it.
You hate it. You prefer the faster.
I hate it. It's very strange to me.
Yeah. How old are you, Auc1?
If we're going to go by my physical age, I'm about 46. But if we go by Blizzard age, I'm like 12.
Oh, okay.
So
Right.
it's weird.
I don't know if you were like 4,000 years old according to your time or something.
Oh,
like that.
no,
I wasn't
no.
sure if it was like that. Okay, it's not that much.
No, we don't really get that much focus. It's all about the king, the first king who died in battle. Then his son took reign, and then there's another king who died in battle, and his son took, and it just keeps on going like that for like 4,000 years.
I would hate to be. I mean, if you're a king, you're going to die in battle. Probably. It
Well,
must
but
be
if
rough.
you're
Most kings
a
don't die in
person, you're going to die. So
Yeah, but you're going to die in battle, like getting stabbed through the face with a spear or something. I wouldn't want
My
that.
job is pretty secure. No spears.
No.
I just hold them, and I'm like,
Right.
oh, this is pretty cool, and then I have to put them in the pile.
And you don't have to worry about any orc invasions or anything.
Oh no! See, like they have.
Are
their
you in
own little
Ironforge?
town.
Which city are you?
I'm in Stormwind.
Oh, you're in
So
Stormwind.
Wow, look at Oliver,
I'm in
good knowledge over
Stormwind. Yeah. Actually, if you go there right now and you talk to Auctioneer 1, it's not going to respond to you because it's not me. So
Well, because the time continuum is also different, right? So if it take me a while to get into Azeroth.
it depends on when you log out. So if you log out in Stormwind, it actually takes significantly.
Well, I have to log
longer.
out of reality to log into.
No,
to
you
Azeroth.
need reality.
Oh, you need reality.
See,
okay.
the odd thing about being an auctioneer is that you unfortunately hear the terrible things about this reality. Like, everyone talks about the music, and when someone's like, I like this band, they have someone else that comes up and they go, no, your band sucks.
Yeah.
You must listen to my music. And I'm like, I don't like any of these people.
Yeah, music in the real world is actually pretty terrible right now.
Oh, it's awful.
Yeah.
I heard some stuff here. I don't know what it is.
Have you heard of Cardi B? It's
Cardi
pretty
B.
bad.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say,
I confused
Cardi
it
B's
with-
a self-made woman.
Stop it. Just stop.
I was shown some videos of Cardi B doing Star Wars sounds, and that was quite entertaining to me.
Is that a real thing? I'll have to watch that
It
later.
is.
My goodness. I bet it's the worst thing on YouTube, probably.
The person in my
It's
Uber
the best
was
thing.
like telling me about the show and playing the video. I was like, wow, that is quite entertaining.
Wow.
Also, what is this Uber?
I'm
is
curious, how do you have an Uber account?
It's I find it very necessary in a busy city like New York. I
Yeah.
have to say.
You couldn't take a mammoth around New York City.
You can't even fly low. I mean,
I'm still stuck on Cardi B Star Wars sounds. It's so funny.
You should listen to it. Oh well, you shouldn't, but you should.
So
It's
it's a
ridiculous.
Wookiee with
It
a
is. Of
Dominican
course it is.
accent.
Oh, jeez.
It's like skirt, like she's like.
Oh, I think I did hear that actually
Yeah.
on something.
Yeah, that's what she does. Cardi B just.
jeez.
I just love how that's like her comma now. It's
really-
like so I'm just sitting here and skirt, and it's like brr, like she's great at it.
she sounds like a robot, like one of the things that programmed me. It's
Yeah.
weird.
So what's some of the cool stuff that comes into your? Is it a shop? I guess we can say, or your.
Well,
location?
well, we actually were in like the side of a building, and then we upgraded when the whole world was lit on fire. It was great. This dragon came by and like ruined everything.
Is that right?
Yeah,
I'm not too familiar
yeah.
with that world.
His name was Deathwing.
Well,
yeah, you know,
obviously.
I
heard about that.
He did his job.
Yeah, he did his
Biblical
job,
name.
and then I got an upgrade out of that, so I wasn't too upset. And other people, you know, they got more gear. It's really weird. What happens is every 2 years something terrible happens, and then people will come to me and be like, "Hey, can you sell this for me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I guess it's kind of my job."
Yeah.
So then I'll put it in the auction house, and some people will try to buy it, or they will let it sit there for 48 hours, and then it's great because some people. They'll bring like materials to make things, and that's very high. A lot of people want that. And one person will buy them all and then put them up for more.
Oh.
And then it's amazing. I just sit there, I'm like, you are screwed.
Capitalism, right?
Yeah, and then one guy comes over and he puts more up for cheaper, and then he wins, and it's amazing. Because it's, yeah.
The only auction type thing I do is on like when I did like FIFA or Madden. You can like when you're building your ultimate team, and you can put like certain players on the auction block. And my friend was telling me he spent hours a day on this fucking thing, like buying like Lionel Messi and Ronaldo for like 300,000 virtual coins. And
Oh my God.
some people are just like 50 coins, but it's just like, yeah, it seems too much for me. But I can see with like materials and swords and things like that seems to make sense.
Are you like a traditional like cattle rancher style auctioneer? Like one
Hey,
time.
hey, can I get a five? Can I get a 10? Hey,
I tried to do that, but there's so many people that I kind of talked over myself for quite some time.
And they probably have
And it
weird
was-
screen names too, so they're not easy to say.
Oh my
their
God!
names.
I have a couple of my favorites right here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, nice.
I learned about politics from a man named Panda Slayer. I mean, that was
Okay.
Who would name this a Panda Slayer?
Someone who hates
what
endangered species.
There's-
Man.
what happened
pandas in the
was
game, right?
there is pandas in the game. They came out a couple of years
Oh, there are
after
pandas
the.
in there?
Oh, there's panda people.
See, Calvin?
Yeah.
Are they allowed to fuck, or do they need porn? Like the
It's a very strange thing.
Speaking of
I don't
reality.
know. And they're too big. They barely fit in the place. I don't know how it happens, but then that's where the all the cool crystallized mounts come from, and people love
Knew that?
those. People love those things.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I learned a little bit about music, and apparently this marijuana from XX Morning Lights 420 XX. I don't know what the X's are.
People still do the XX thing. That's
constantly.
amazing. Constantly. That was so fun in like the AOL chat.
Would you like
room.
I know.
to try some marijuana, Aquan?
I if you have, I don't know what it's
well,
like.
we could talk about that offline.
We could
Yeah.
do
Yeah,
that.
you
We
guys
could do
discuss
that.
it.
Hey,
Into-
you told Narcman that
Oh yeah, that's right.
that's not really you. At all.
This was a character I'm doing right now.
Right now, it's a character.
It's a character.
Oh, this is a character.
I can't tell. Playable Al podcast.
Smokable characters podcast.
So you don't have any drugs? You have alcohol?
Oh,
in
tons
Hasbro?
of alcohol. Tons of alcohol. There's dwarven ales. If you go to the bar, you can buy some of that, and you drink. And apparently, the screen gets all fuzzy for people. It's amazing.
So right away, dwarven ale sounds like I don't like beer. I think it's gross. I feel like it would taste disgusting, but it would do the job really fast.
It
I
does.
think Dwarven Ale, like probably like a really good 40. You know, like
Oh,
a
they're
King
like-
Cobra ish, but like you know, like just a little bit more distilled.
Oh, it's gigantic. There's these barrels that are
Yeah.
gigantic. They're huge, and they run throughout the entire city of Stormwind, especially in the Dwarven district, where you'll find a couple of other blacksmiths just standing there forever. At least I get to do something. They just stand there. It's
Yeah.
awful.
So-
Yeah.
And so, what led you to the auctioneering path?
question.
You know,
Well, I was really good at holding things, and I was like, "Yeah, okay." And someone was like, "Can you hold on to this for 2 days for me?" And I'm like, "Yes, I can." And then I'm like, "I can hold on to it for 1 day, 2 days, maybe 12 hours. It's up to you. I can
Yeah.
hold on to it." And then when they're like, "I want it back," I'm like, "Okay, but I still want some money," and they give it to me. I fell right into the career.
Where do you get that discipline to just stand there and hold something?
yeah.
Just when you do it every day, you just kind of forget where you learned it from. It's it's a natural thing. I mean, there's a couple of people who I've seen people run around and they're not actually played by anyone. I try to talk to them and they don't say anything. They just go on their merry way, and I'm like, okay.
Chinese bots. They're Chinese bots.
That's what I hear. I hear a lot of this stuff going on, and you can tell because they're always naked. It's weird.
Is that true?
Yeah. They don't wear the armor. They just they're just
just-
farming gold.
yeah,
and stuff.
there's-
Like level 1 characters.
You can tell because when they run into the room naked, you're like, up there's one of them.
You guys don't have like a no shirt, no shoes kind of policy in the
No
auction?
mammoth.
Yeah.
Just no mammoths,
No
no
mammoths.
mounts.
Okay.
You can be straight up naked. We don't care as long as you're giving us stuff or not.
That's a cool place.
That's very body positive. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, we don't shame here, especially when everyone's in shape. It's amazing. Except for the pandas.
Yeah,
the
there's-
pandas are the only roly ones, and those damn orcs.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Yeah.
thought of working for the Horde? I know you don't have a lot of job opportunities because there's only so many auction houses. But you ever think of jumping over, maybe getting a promotion, getting a raise, working for the Horde?
Who's the
instead of-
Horde?
Well,
The Alliance is the humans and elves,
Okay.
and other races, and then it's the
I just know Hordak.
The Horde is
He-Man.
the orcs and the Taurans and.
Gotcha.
yeah, it's really weird because for a while everyone hated each other, and now all of a sudden they were getting together, and everyone was having fun fighting this Lich King, and that was great and all. And then everyone started fighting it, and now we're fighting again soon.
You guys took care of the Lich King already?
Oh yeah, well he's dead. There's a new Lich King apparently. He whispers to
See?
people.
Kings always die.
There's tons of kings, and they're all dead. So it's
It's not a good profession.
well,
Being king.
especially with from the news from the Horde. Apparently, they had one leader who died, and then they replaced him with someone else who was he did some crimes against humanity, so to speak. Where even the Horde was like, "Hey, that's wrong. We should get rid of him."
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, and they were like, so now they replaced him with this one guy who is a literal troll. He's not like one of those people who yell at
Yeah,
me.
like a troll,
Yeah,
like,
okay.
a,
Like an actual-
like
Like
a
an
physical.
actual
Like a troll,
physical
okay.
Big, ugly troll.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah. And
That's
so-
a stereotype. Not all trolls are ugly. Bro.
No, no,
I
no.
think they are. They're all ugly.
That's racism again. On your
Yeah.
It's not racism.
Yeah.
It's trollism.
Troll is a race.
It's just literally trolling. You're trolling trolls right now.
Facism?
Yeah,
Is it facism? Because
No, they're a race. They're
Well,
a race.
they're a race.
They're a
They're very hunched over, and people are like, we don't like the hunched over stuff. So now there's even more trolls coming in, and this is every so often we find this new piece of land that just and that has some sort of troll on it, and we're like, okay, well you don't like them either. Okay, fine, we'll go to another one. And
Troll seems to be the default first race of things anywhere. There's a lot of trolls in this mystical world. Huh?
I think it's a lot of trolls and a lot of orcs.
Yeah.
lots of trolls, orcs, and because they're known for eating people's faces, I try to stay on this side.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not
I don't
Yeah,
think
that's
I'll be
fair.
accepted over there.
Well, you're pretty safe, I guess, in Stormwind, right? There's never really any. Except for the dragon burning it down, but
Well, from the dragon burning everything down, I'm pretty safe in my nice little marble area, and also I have like probably about 500 people in front of me at all times, so I'm pretty good. I stand on a pedestal, and it's the only time I'm above them all. It's great.
that seems fun. So, what was like the coolest weapon or something someone brought into you, or most expensive one even?
Oh well, right now the most expensive one is it's actually a mount from one of the things. I can't remember what it's from. I think it's from a trading card pack.
what kind of mount is it?
For like a saddle? You mean like a mount like that?
Well, mounts in this world are like the creatures that people can sit on, and that's what they
That's
they
the
use to
pandas,
travel.
not
Yeah.
the pandas. Sorry, the panthers and stuff like that. That's a mount.
Don't sit on pandas at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
That's not right.
You could sit on a panda. I don't care.
Nice and fluffy. So why is it so expensive? This mount?
Because it's super rare. Some people put things up for a very, very a lot of gold. But now the whole economy is messed up because now apparently you can buy this coin with real world money. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can use that for gold, or you can buy more time because apparently life is finite in this world. So,
Oh, okay. It's a lot of rules.
Yeah.
there's
Life is
plenty.
finite in this world. Yeah.
It is.
Oh, it's well, in this world, I know I'll at least live a day. In this world, people don't know if they're going to last a month. It's amazing.
Especially if you're a king.
Oh yeah.
There's no respawns in this world. We just straight up.
Well, actually, interesting fact: when in this world, in Azeroth, if you die, you go back to the graveyard, and you got to go back to your body, and then you come back alive. But everything's just destroyed more, so you got to spend more money to fix it.
Can you imagine dying then going back and finding your dead body?
I could, yeah.
Of course you could.
Well, I heard
Dark
ton.
motherfucker.
Oh, there's so many stories.
It's all the weed. Yeah, man. My body's just chilling.
Aquan, it seems like there's so many. It's such a big economy in Azeroth, right? There's a lot of people like you who don't even fight. They just like they're blacksmiths or they're auctioneers or. It's what do you guys do like on and off hours? You guys go hang out somewhere?
say it's only 3 hours off
we
a
have
week.
3 hours off a week. So
Yeah.
usually when it happens, sometimes it's more based upon like what's happening in this real world.
So when do you see your wife and stuff like that?
Are you married?
I am married. I have 4 kids.
Well, he has a
maybe.
ring.
Oh,
you say,
wow.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have 4 kids. And they say I come in home like, Daddy, you're home. I'm like, yes, I am. Now I have to go, and they don't see me for another week.
I think he'd probably nap when he takes his break. That's what I would do.
Would you want your kids to go into auctioneering?
Yes, so I don't have to see them that much.
Wow.
Makes sense. Pretty sure pretty sure better there. All right.
I've been training them the ways of the auctioneer. I say your number 1 and 2 and 3 really quick, and then, they.
All
But
right.
I only got like a half hour to do that, so
Oh, yeah.
Then I gotta spend my other hour. I gotta go work out. I gotta train. I gotta go to the gym.
Yeah, everyone's fit. In
He's got to do his
Azroth.
standing exercises.
So is your wife a stay-at-home mom or?
Oh, I hope so.
You don't know. You're only there for 3 hours.
Who knows what she's doing?
She's like hello, and I'm like hello, and I'm like goodbye. And she
So,
goes,
well, how
"Goodbye."
much time do you guys get together? You know what I'm saying? Like with quotation
Probably
marks?
just 4 times. Just 4 kids.
Just those only 4 times. Okay.
What's weird? We only got together like 3 times, but I don't know.
Oh.
4 kids, it's weird.
Oh.
Is one of your kids part panda?
No, not as far as I know. I mean, I haven't seen him in a week, so I decided. I told the wife that I was super busy, and I didn't tell her I was coming here.
What are your kids' names?
I don't know. I let the
Okay.
wife
You
deal with
just
that.
let her deal with that.
I let
That's
her
her
deal with
portion.
that. I don't have time.
So you just go.
How did you and your wife meet?
Well, she came in and she's like, "Wow, that looks good." I'm like, "Marry me," and then we had to take her from there.
And then you're just like, all right, I got to go work. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
we
not bad.
went on a date at my job. Someone brought in some wheat and some other stuff.
You
that
guys
I
don't
made.
have like labor. You should have like 40-hour work weeks. This is like a
He
lot
seems
of.
happy, but I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
It is a terrible thing, I have to say. I do not get paid that much. I mean, you only make about a silver and a couple of copper pieces at the end of the day.
Is that not a lot?
No. There's people out there who make tons of gold. There's these rogues, these thieves that go around, and what they do is that they just steal things from people. They go back to a guy, they make like 25,000 gold. I'm like, this is I should be doing that too.
I feel like if I played this game, that's what I would do. I wouldn't bother with the auction house. I'd probably just want to be a thief.
Yeah.
They make it
I can't believe you're
easier.
saying that right in front of him.
Well, does that hurt you? Does that hurt your job? I guess.
No,
Well, not really,
no,
because
they spend it at me anyway because they got to buy the
they
super
got,
rare
they
stuff.
see.
Eventually, you got to go back to the auction house.
Always
right?
it goes back to him.
Yeah.
All roads lead to the auctioneer.
Yeah, it does. There's actual other bots and stuff and programs. People make characters just to sit at the auction house. It's amazing. Yeah.
Have you ever thought of doing like a restaurant auction house combo? Because if people are going to be spending a lot of time at the auction house anyway, they could be eating.
Hey, get a
they could be
burger while you're
drinking.
here.
Yeah.
Well, I agree with that. I tried to pitch that idea to the King Stormwind, and unfortunately he died. So then I had to start from the beginning.
So you have to
again.
repitch it to the
I
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
And they were too busy like mourning the loss of the one king. I mean,
You're
it's
like,
not
well-
like there was 8 million before them.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. And you're like, but wait, I have this cool burger idea.
Yeah, and they're like, we're still. It's been 2 years. It's been 2 years, and
Get
they're still
over
like, can you give us some time? And I'm like, I'm sorry.
Get over it, right?
I can't believe that.
Move on. Yeah.
Yeah. What's like the worst thing someone's ever brought to you? Like, hey man, can I get like $5 for this? Like,
There's a man who he started crafting, and he brought me these white plain shirts, and he's like, he put them up for 250 gold a piece, and I'm like, you're not going to get anything from them.
Oh, white tees like from
white
that song?
t-shirts, yeah.
Long white tees?
Like
250
white tees?
gold, yeah. He thought he was the Kanye West of Azeroth, and then
okay.
he went into this thing called trade chat, where he was pitching the shirts, and no one was buying, and people were calling him awful things.
Oh goodness.
yeah.
Were you did you go through a long black tea phase, Calvin?
Long black tea face? No, I did not.
Oh, you're okay.
Huh?
Okay, I'm just wondering.
We sell
That's
those
racist.
too.
No, come on. It was very big in the urban community a couple of years ago. I think down to like your ankle. Remember
A
those-
couple of years ago, that was like maybe like 2000 or something. That's a long time ago.
Oh, 05, 06, 07, I'm guessing.
No, there were not huge
I think
white
so.
tees like that.
Oh,
no.
did you go the long white tea phase?
No, I don't do stuff like that.
Brian, did you go through a long white tea face?
All my t-shirts are long because I'm tall.
Yeah.
Not on purpose.
Aquan, what? So, is there something that you've been like, hey, we can't sell that? Like
Oh, good question.
this is like, have people tried to sell
Or
things
will you-
illegally or?
Will you take anything?
Well, we can't just take anything. I mean, there's some people that meet up in a town outside the Stormwind called Goldshire, and they sell some things there. It's not. I don't dabble in this, but sometimes it is. When the people get naked there and they have their own little conversations and stuff, and I'm like, to get that out of here, they can't have that in the
like
auction
naked?
house.
They sell naked conversations.
They sell like they talk, and they apparently they have what they call online sex in the game.
Interesting.
Yeah, very strange because I mean you could do it in person. I know the concept of real life now. It's
Right.
it just looks better. I feel.
Have you and your wife ever taken a vacation to the real world to do like
I
should have
don't
brought
know.
it today. You should have brought
I
it.
should have brought
Yeah.
her, but I couldn't because she has to watch the 4 kids.
Yeah.
so,
Right.
Can't bring all
Maybe
that.
you don't know.
And I'm afraid if she likes the real world better, I mean, then we're going to have no one for our kids. It's going to be strange. Then I actually have to, stop doing this.
Yeah. I
Well,
think-
maybe your kids want to like live in the real world. Have they ever like expressed interest in doing that or something?
Well, in the 5-minute conversations I've had with them,
That's tough.
it's more like, why are you leaving, Daddy? And then they're like, that's it.
And probably I don't think auctioneering is a big job here in this world. He'd have to work at like a.
Oh, do you have Christie's
Well,
Christie's
he-
auction house?
Yeah, but that's like
That's a different kind of auctioneering.
Yeah.
Like, you would be.
you could do that.
He's got to work at like a dollar store.
No.
Well,
You know what I mean?
I've heard of this
at first
whoa.
because they have tons of wares and supplies, and he'd be like, you know what I mean, and then work his way up. I think to
but
the
he's
big,
great at holding things. So
Well,
it would have to be a thing.
I've also heard of this electronic bay of sorts.
Oh, yes, yes.
That was
Similar
an
idea.
online auction house where people sold, although for some reason it looks like crap that's sold for way more than it's worth, I have to
Sometimes,
say.
yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of crap on
And it doesn't have a nice
eBay.
human touch like you. I'd rather go instead of going to eBay. I would rather go to like Electronic Bay. I would rather go and have some a person like you.
Yeah, and the strange thing is here, no one wants gold here. It's very strange, especially when you can only use it in one place and it's not here. So it's,
That's true, yeah. Gold
It's
doesn't have the
weird.
same.
I'll take. Do you have gold? I'll take some gold.
I got some gold, but you can't use it in this place.
Are
People
you
look at
sure? I
crazy.
have cash. I
Oh,
can
what
trade
is
it for
that?
cash.
Is that a what is that?
This is a place where I store my current my real world money.
You can do that? People just
Olive has $4 real dollars.
oh my
Yeah.
god.
How much can I get? Do we have to do this auction style, or can you just sell me gold?
Well, there's 2 ways to do it. First,
Okay,
you got to
here we
talk to
go.
the Koreans, and you can turn that money into gold, or you can buy one of these coins that sells on the auction house for like a bunch of money.
Oh, so I have to buy a coin, and then I can use the
Yeah.
coin to buy the gold.
Wait. Do the Koreans have the golden touch?
I guess they do.
They touch
the
things
gold
and turns
and
to
the
gold?
Chinese, and what they do is they
That's why Trump's so mad at them. He wants that golden touch. See, we just figured it out. I didn't know that.
I just heard about that man.
Oh, he's
from,
terrible.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard terrible things about him online.
He's kind of like our Lich King.
Oh my god! yes.
Except
I
he
can see
won't
that.
die.
But who has
We
better
really
hair?
won't.
Yeah, we shouldn't say that.
The Lich King has better hair. It's like as if the Lich King took over and became the king of the Alliance, or like
Oh, that's terrible.
Stormwind. You know
Because
what I mean?
everyone's zombies underneath him. It's strange.
Yes.
It's pretty bad.
I've learned a lot about that from a man named Obama Rama. So
I heard a rumor.
The Lich King sounds like an evil name. I like that name, the Lich King.
Yeah,
It's a perfect name for an evil king.
well, he
Well,
used
no,
to he
Lich
used to
is
be
a
a nice person.
he was a
Yeah?
good guy.
Yeah, he
but
was
then
a
he
good
went
guy.
all Lich on us.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was
not like
one-
our Lich King. Our Lich
No.
King was never a good guy.
No, not from what I heard. This man used to be a paladin, and then he turned evil.
It was
after-
Arthas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was King, not King Arthas, Prince, right? Prince Arthas.
Yeah, he was. He
Look at
Prince
you.
Arthas. He
Yeah.
killed an
look
entire
at you.
town.
Olive
and
reads
then,
his books.
I know.
Yeah.
How many like is it races or classes of characters are there? In this
Oh,
world?
there's well
hundreds. I feel
First,
like,
we
right?
started with like 5 races.
Puerto
on our
Ricans,
side.
blacks, whites,
the golden Chinese, golden Chinese,
Japanese.
dirty knees. Look at these.
Oh man!
Oh, really?
Oh my god!
What's wrong with that?
That's a Family Guy joke, literally.
No, I mean this is way before Family Guy.
Like when I was 5 years old. Yeah.
I've heard of this
I've only
Family
heard that
Guy.
joke on Family Guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, you don't have to watch Family Guy.
I've heard about this Family Guy. He doesn't sound so family-like.
No, he really is not.
He sounds like
No,
you
so-
though a little bit. You,
I hear that.
you sound like Brian the dog, in a good way. Yeah.
Talking Dog's not the first time I've seen that.
Oh, man, what a fun
So,
world that would be to live in.
Would you want to spend more time with your family? Like, have you ever thought about maybe being a merchant in another game, like say being a merchant in like Zelda World or like in?
Oh yeah, we had Beetle on
Yeah.
a few months ago. The merchant and Beetle from Zelda. They sell things.
Yeah, I've looked into worlds like one of the people I look up to is that the shady character in this game called Resident Evil 4.
Oh,
And,
yes.
He's always like, "What are you buying and what are you selling?" I'm like, "I like that. I want to use that, but they won't let me say it." Copyright.
Copyright. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you can think of your own phrase, like the way your own twist on that. Like, what do you got? Maybe something like simple as that.
I was thinking of like, "Give me your fingernails" and stuff like that. But I
Give me your
don't know.
fingernail.
I don't know about that one. That might be like.
I'm
That's a
workshopping
bit-
things.
that's-
Yes, it's very strange.
It's a bit
What else?
aggro.
What other catchphrases do you have?
It'll catch people off guard, I think.
Give me your knives, and it's mostly give me your.
Give me your
things.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
or,
okay.
or like take the burlap sack, and then like I just like I try to sell things as much as I can.
Yeah.
You can only sell to the people who want them.
Do you have anything for sale right now? I mean, I really wanted to.
I have like 5 million items on sale. What would you like?
Do you have Well, I need to so I have a problem with my hand. If you have any kind of gauntlet, like not an infinity gauntlet, obviously, but
Do you have an infinity gauntlet?
No.
Okay.
No. Someone
never
else
know.
has that.
if you had some kind of cloak that would make me float in the air, or like a gauntlet.
You should talk to the mages because they're presumptuous assholes, and you should talk to them. They got all sorts of flying stuff.
Just like I don't want to fly per se. I just want to hover above the ground a little bit. Like
Yeah,
it's
actually,
like-
Just ask Chris Angel how to do it. He does that.
he's a magician. He won't tell.
Well, there's some professions that'll help you make things. Like there's some people who actually make things and they sell it. For example, a flying carpet. People make that.
Oh, that'd
No,
be
I feel like that's a racial comment towards me.
If you did that though,
Aquan.
that'd be pretty. That would be like taking the N-word back, kind of.
No,
like, I'm taking the
that's
flying
not-
carpet
that is
back.
not even close.
It would be
to
No.
taking the N-word back.
not too.
You're in timeout.
Not too different than that. You're like, yo, I'm badass man. He's taking the flying carpet back, and I respect the hell out of it.
I'm not Persian.
Also, the N word isn't magical.
It is.
I mean, I hear that word.
Yeah.
I hear that word pretty often in the trade
I
chat.
was gonna
It's
say,
very.
you hear it a lot in World of Warcraft. It's in a lot of text boxes, but it does not grant flight powers.
Which is crazy because there's no black people in Azeroth, really, right?
Well,
As
no, you
far as I
can you
tell.
can do that, but for some reason everyone's super white.
It's like the first default shade of skin. I guess
Yeah.
is the white one. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, because there's so many different other things you can be. I mean, why would you just be you're humans?
Why be
Yeah.
a human? You could be a mystical creature. I guess.
Exactly.
I'm
Why
telling you,
not?
man, take that flying carpet back.
Why not be one of those lame ass pandas? I mean,
Are they really lame? I think it'd be cool to be a panda. Is there a kung fu panda?
Well, there is. There's
They're kind of, yeah.
Well, there's races and there's classes, and one of these classes is the monk, and
Yeah.
some pandas.
Oh,
wanna be
I think I've
monks,
seen it.
and
Okay, yeah.
They're quite annoying.
I
They're
would like
just
to be a monk.
rolling and hitting things, and I can't have them in here.
Could you
but
be a
they
monk
still-
though, Calvin?
I mean,
Could you be quiet? And could you just be like peaceful, like at peace?
I can be.
I don't know if you could be
I
at
could be-
peace with yourself. You're so angry on Facebook. Could you be at peace? And be
I
a
could be
monk?
at peace. I was
Yeah?
at pease before Facebook was on a thing.
Okay, that was a long time
I could be
ago.
at peace. Okay,
You've
the
been
quiet
angry.
part.
You've been angry for 14 years.
Calvin, who's too scared to use Google Calendar for privacy purposes, but will put all his shit out on Facebook.
That's true.
I'll be quite honest with you. You don't have to be peaceful to be a monk in this world.
Okay.
Everyone's super angry about things.
I just think monks are pretty well, at least in World of Warcraft and a lot of the other worlds I visited. I mean, monks are usually pretty violent.
Like Wu-Tang Shaolin
absolutely.
monks.
Yes.
Right?
I mean, yeah.
Kung Lao. There you go.
Yeah.
Aquan, one final question here.
All right.
Well, maybe not final question.
We gotta
You guys
go.
have
So
more
yeah.
questions, but
Make it a good. Make it a
have
good
you
one.
ever thought, you know what? I want to put on this piece of armor. I want to go adventuring myself. I'm done with this auctioning. Let me get out there and
Like, could you just buy it and be like, I'm done. I'm going to explore.
I tried that. And odd thing is that once I got to the door, everything turned black on me. It was very
Oh,
strange.
man.
And I was right back at the podium. It was very, very
He's
odd.
kind of like
Wow.
Yeah.
indebted to be there for life.
Yeah, I try to break out of, but once again, that every Tuesday, I get
Once
a little bit
again.
of
A
time.
little lunch break.
you
A little bit of
need
time.
labor unions in Azeroth.
Yeah.
So you can leave your place of work for more than 3 hours.
You got to swoop in on your flying carpet and
I will.
take 'em.
Maybe I'll start a labor revolution in Azeroth.
Can you show me the world?
Oh man, Aquan,
do it.
Aquan coming at me with jokes.
Shine and shimmer and
I only say these because these are the words I've learned from others.
from one of the many conversations that you've had.
We got to go. Anything else you want to tell us, Aquan? Anything else
So do you wanna, you know-
tell the fans or the world or anything?
Book, a zine.
You got a zine coming out.
An auctioneers conference, whatever.
There is AuctionCon.
Oh, is it?
You know,
Of course
it's-
there is.
Auccon.
Auccon, okay.
Yeah, Auccon.
Auctioncon.
Auccon. That's coming. That's in some other place.
We got to go to podcast-thon. Con.
Podcon.
Podthon. Podcon. I'm sure there is.
Podcon. I'm sure it's a podcon.
Yeah.
But there is another podcast that I hear about called Copperpiece, which all of this stuff about Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, check it out.
And this is pretty much where Azeroth is based off of very loosely.
Oh, interesting. That's very interesting. Very loosely.
very, very loosely stolen. You know, I can't say some things, but they can just straight up copy, and it's okay. And, you know,
Hey, do you want to play a quick game of those before we head out of here?
sure.
Let's play a quick game. Wed, Bed, Dead, everybody. Yay!
Bed, Dead.
So, Ark, we're going to give you 3 video game characters. Tell us who you want to wed, who you want to bed, and who you want dead.
As long as we don't tell my wife
No, we won't.
Oh, don't worry.
or my 5 kids.
So we got...
You have
Four.
another one
There's
Oh, sorry.
since the last time?
I probably have 5 by now. Who knows?
All right, so we got 3 characters here, all very different. This is going to be good. So the first one is from Final Fantasy VI. There's so many Final Fantasy characters.
Yeah.
So who do you know from Final Fantasy VI?
I forget. I don't know anybody from Final Fantasy.
Cecil, Celis.
It's going to be Edgar.
Oh.
So explain Edgar, Calvin. Just think he's got a blue.
He is a bit of a dandy.
He looks.
I was gonna say he looks. I was gonna use a different word, but
Is this
So-
better? Is this even more dandy?
Oh my
He is
God,
totally
that's
a
an
dandy.
even
So he's got
more-
like a blue fancy cloak,
Yes.
and he's got a long blonde, beautiful blonde hair.
Some of the mages look like that. I swear.
I
Yeah.
know,
he's
I
a bit
know.
foppish.
Yes, he's foppish and fair-haired. He is one of the heroes.
A lot of fraudage going on here.
No fraudage. He
Okay.
is very not fraudage. He is.
likes the women.
He is very much a womanizer.
Okay, womanizer, got
oh,
a
and
sword.
he's-
As most of the people in the game are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's got a sword.
And his main thing is he creates his own tools. So like that's his special thing. So he has an automatic crossbow.
What do you
And,
mean?
Like those are his weapons. He makes like
It's an auto crossbow. You never used an auto crossbow before?
No, like he makes it out of nowhere. Like he actually like.
He's an inventor or whatever.
Yeah, he's an inventor.
Okay, no, I thought he like snapped his fingers and boom, here's a machine gun.
No, it's not like with the mammoths. It's like he actually
Okay.
makes it. So he has that. He has a chainsaw. He has like a.
So he's handy.
Yes, he's very handy.
Okay, that's good
And
to know.
handsy.
Is he a
So-
good guy or a bad guy?
No, he's a good guy.
Good
he's a
guy.
good guy. He's just kind of a
He's
pervert.
handy and dandy. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up.
Gotcha.
All right.
Yes.
I never had a high five before.
Pretty good, right?
Pretty good, Hawk.
All right. This next one is from one of the best games ever that's coming back out soon. Red Dead Redemption. Bonnie McFarlane.
Ah.
So Bonnie works on the farm. She works on the ranch.
He's a stand-up comedian, right?
She's not the comic Bonnie.
Oh, okay. All right.
But yeah, so she started off as a good girl. She kind of became a badass. You know, she got the gun. She works on the farm. She helped out John, right? They kind of like
She related to
several times.
Seth?
She taught John how to wrangle animals and shit.
yeah. There you go. So Bonnie,
She's a rancher's daughter.
yes.
She is a hardcore cattle rancher.
Yeah. So she's probably a little dirty because she lives in a barn.
But she looks like she can make a lot of money.
She's handy
Yeah.
too.
So-
She's handy too, I guess,
She
in
is.
a way.
She's kind of like Dolores from
Westworld.
but not as like crazy and homicidal and stuff.
And not a robot.
That's
yeah.
not bad. Yes. So,
We don't know that.
and this one, Calvin, Akuma
Oh.
from
Calvin, explain to us
Street Fighter.
who Akuma is.
the angriest man in video games. I feel like.
Yes.
Right?
Literally, his hair is like on fire.
Yep.
He is a fighter. He's very dedicated to
He's a
being the
redheaded
best.
karate master.
He is awfully
He's
ripped.
not.
He is ripped to
He's
shreds.
a redneck.
A redheaded.
Oh, he's a redneck karate.
he looks like a demon or something.
Yeah.
He
is.
looks like one, although he's not a demon.
He's not actually a
He's
demon?
not. No, he's not. He's
Okay.
not into. He's not evil. He just is very into fighting.
He seems
I don't know
evil,
if I
man.
believe
He
you
said
there, Calvin.
some of his catchphrases, like when you win, he's just like, "I will murder you 1,000 times more," or something like that. Like
That's
he
what,
says,
but
some-
Kobe would say stuff like that.
Kobe
too.
Bryant.
Yeah.
Well, well,
I've heard him say
This is
that.
very competitive.
very competitive fighter. I guess he's got the same moves as Ryu and Ken,
Yeah,
basically.
but deadlier.
yeah, fire. He's got like fireballs.
Yeah, doesn't he do like diagonal shit and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, he jumps in the air and
I
gives
just
you
started
diagonal
using
fireballs.
him in the 30th anniversary collection. He's good. He's fun.
He's good.
Okay.
He's,
So
he's fundamentally nice. He just doesn't.
Really, he seems like a real badass. I thought.
No, he's a badass. I'm just saying he
I thought
like
he
for
was
example,
angry. I thought he was angry.
he
too.
wouldn't just kill you. He only kills people who challenge him.
Okay, I will not.
So I'm fine as long as I don't challenge him.
Exactly.
right.
exactly.
That's right, Hawk.
All right,
But
so
does challenging him turn him on? That's another thing.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
In the
I
bedroom?
mean,
I don't know. That's a
maybe.
good question.
That's
Hey,
So, Hawk,
we're
we
gonna
got-
answer that right now.
you want to go
That's
first? We
fine.
got Edgar, Bonnie McFarlane, and Akuma. Who would you wed, bed, dead?
I am definitely wedding the only female that's there.
Oh, wedding Bonnie, huh?
Then yeah, and then I am going to. The other one looked kind of like a woman, so I guess I can bet that one. I can,
Bedgar?
if I close my eyes and pretend, I can make it work.
I can see
and then
that.
I'm obviously killing that demon man
Well,
because
good luck.
he looks a lot like the other demon men that I have heard about. So we can't have those.
No,
running
you don't
around.
want that around.
He's seen some shit Hawk once, so I see where he's coming from. Interesting.
Lots of vulgar language with that too.
Yeah.
Sorry,
There's no cursing in the auction house.
Okay, sorry.
Oh,
Or
we
in
can't help
Azeroth,
it. It just
yeah.
happens.
You could say the N word, but not a curse. in Azeroth for some
And
reason.
star, right?
Yeah.
Calvin.
This is a bit difficult. I would wed Edgar because he's rich He's like a prince. He's royal. He's got a lot of money, and he's an inventor. That's really cool. We can, sit around and invent things together. Talk about creating
Like as if
stuff.
you could help him. You're not on his level.
Well, that does sound sweet.
It does. See,
You can barely use your microwave. You don't have.
listen. I know how to use a microwave. I just have not used my oven, but that's fine. That's what Edgar's for.
Yeah.
And then I can
What are you bringing to the table?
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Does he
I
want
bring
that?
scintillating conversation and wit.
As he's building something, you're gonna be like, waka waka. He's like, I gotta finish my crossbow. Get out of here.
No, I mean, I help him play test things. I'd be like, hey, this chainsaw doesn't have enough teeth on it. We should add more teeth. And he'd be like, okay, cool.
Yeah, all right. Maybe.
I got a plan.
That's what it says on Grindr. Scintillating conversation.
You don't know.
I don't know. I
You're
don't know.
not on there.
I think that site Spit wants scintillating
Have you
conversation.
looked for me on there? How do you know I'm not on there?
Anyway, so I'm gonna wed Edgar. I'll wed Edgar. I will. This is hard. Okay.
It's not that
Akuma
hard.
looks like he won't take it. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, he gives. Yeah.
I mean, that's okay. But the thing is, it's difficult. But I think ultimately, I would bet Akuma.
That body though.
Stupid.
Right?
That body's stupid sick.
Yeah, he's ripped.
And on
But he's
top
got
of that,
weird, grayish skin. Come on, you into that?
well, I'll put on a blindfold.
Calvin's fucked someone with gray skin before.
Yeah, he probably does.
Some old dusty coal miner or something. On a road gig in Virginia.
Philadelphia. That's not the point.
Calvin, come back to the cave with me. All right, sorry.
All right.
But I did because I also we could fool around. Then in the rest of the night, I'd be like, hey, just teach me some moves.
You're always as if you're qualified to learn.
Again, I can fight.
No, you can play fighting games very well.
I can play fighting games very well. I grew up in Flatbush. I know how to fight.
You got the fights?
Oh,
I see this
I
becoming.
mean, it was an a fight that I won.
Okay, well, I won one fight too. In my
What was her name?
oh,
Ding 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 ding.
Bam.
Ooh, the bell.
so you're gonna kill?
I mean, I'm unfortunately gonna have to kill Bonnie.
Wow.
It's unfortunate, and I really don't want to. I really don't.
You
but
hate
I,
Americans, huh? So
Hate women,
the heartland of
But
America.
Biden just doesn't bring enough. Well, I'm not gonna wrangle cattle.
ladies. He's not an ally.
Nope.
I respect her right to be her own rancher,
Oh,
but
thanks.
I don't.
Women can be ranchers too.
Yeah.
Thanks, Calvin.
Jeez.
All right.
That's very progressive.
I do see this becoming a story about learning how to fight into something lovable.
All right.
Such a nice guy, Aquan.
Yeah.
See?
I try.
You want to go next?
You
All
want
right. Man, these are tough ones.
Edgar Bonnie Akuma. Akuma Matata.
I think I'm gonna have to go similar to Calvin. I'm gonna have to marry Edgar
Yep.
Different reasons.
Typical
for
gold
different
digger.
reasons. I'm a gold digger.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I ain't messing with no broke dandies. So it means a lot of advantage. He's an inventor. I love science, right? So I'd be like, "Oh, what are you working on? Cool." And it's like, I'm not gonna chime in and be like, "Hey, why don't you do it
Right.
this way?"
Yeah.
But I'll just be like a supportive wife or whatever.
Calvin's like the annoying
And
lab
he's super
assistant.
He's super well dressed, so I can probably up my clothing game.
You like that though? Would you walk around in fancy
Would you
attire?
walk around
I
in a
would-
waistcoat?
I would be somewhere between where I am now and where
Tights?
he's at. So
You want tights?
I dress better, but not as much as him. But I'd
So
be
you'd
like,
basically be dressing like a hipster.
whatever.
I've
He's
seen
rich.
them.
I could figure it out, right? He has access to tailors and stuff like that.
He makes his own clothes.
Yeah, and then he could make cool gadgets for me. You know what I mean?
Like what? Like scissors? Like automatic scissors?
Maybe shoes that turn into roller skates, like wheelies, but better versions of wheelies and stuff like that.
I'm starting to feel like I have to kill Edgar now. I have to change that. He's going to put me out of business.
he might. He
He
might.
starts selling this stuff, and I'm in trouble.
Roller shoes.
I'll be like, I need a new wallet chain or whatever, and he'll just make me.
I
one.
love how outside the box you're thinking.
I know.
And then
Ms. marrying a rich person and still
For a
thinking
while.
poor.
For a wallet chain.
Can you make me a belt buckle? That would be really nice.
listen,
My spoon broke from my cereal. Can I get a new spoon?
I have a super poor mentality. I never buy shit in video games because I'm like, I'm not gonna pay
you
400
serious?
gold for a sword. Get the fuck out of here.
I'll find it out in the wilderness.
I know. I listen. I
But
literally.
you can literally just fight
If
monsters
you don't
and
buy
get
it, someone
money.
else will.
Yeah.
I literally. I'm not even joking with you. I never ever buy
This
shit
is
in any
ridiculous.
video game.
What
'cause I'm
about
like, it's
weapons?
too expensive. I'm not buying that.
That's awesome.
What about weapons? So you're just
I'll
gonna
just
go
find
around
it. I just
like-
go grind out and find it.
That's what happens in this world. The people fight things and they get weapons. It's amazing.
Yes.
I literally cannot even think of one time where I've unless I'm really struggling to play the game, I will never buy any.
God of War, did you-
weapons.
Wait, I was gonna say
Yeah.
God of War. Do you,
Well,
do
no,
you
those
buy-
are upgrades, so you have to
Okay.
buy them. Yeah. Because you can't. I mean, you can't upgrade it
you
otherwise.
could buy
It's
real-
different than like he wouldn't like.
But
So-
you can still buy original weapons.
So if the
in
Blades of
Diablo, too.
Chaos were in a store, you wouldn't buy them.
Yeah.
You'd be like, I'll just find them
Yeah,
somewhere.
just find them somewhere.
I can get them for you cheaper.
Like if I have an iron sword, I'm not going to buy a brown sword. I'm going to wait to get a brown
All right,
sword.
all right.
A bronze sword.
You get a platinum sword with a dragon on it.
See,
Ooh.
but I'm not going to pay you 40,000 whatever gold for
You can ask your new husband for a loan.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so that's good.
All right, wedding Edgar.
I'm gonna have to bed Bonnie. You know, beautiful, sexy rancher's daughter.
You're gonna have to do that.
She's all right.
She's
Yeah.
Well, she
ain't
did have a
thick.
gun in that picture, so
yeah, and I'm fine with that. You know, gunplay, right, Calvin? Right? We talked about
You
gunplay.
don't need to use it just because she has it.
Of course you do. If it's accessible, might as well.
And then I'm gonna have to kill Akuma because he's probably definitely an evil guy. I don't believe you.
He's not evil.
He's pretty evil.
He's not evil. He's just passionate about fighting.
That's evil.
I don't
man.
need a violent person like that in my
Yeah,
life.
he's like a UFC freak. Like, I just love fighting.
You know?
Yeah, it'll be like dating Joe Jonas. You don't want to date Joe Jonas?
I don't want to date Joe Jonas.
For the Jonas Brothers?
Isn't that his name Joe Jonas? Joe Jones? Joe John?
John Jones?
John Jones, idiot.
What the? They're a little different.
Whatever, same
My
difference.
goodness. All right.
Joe Jonas.
The thing with the inventions is very tempting because it would be cool to be like I just got my lights to be controlled by my Google Home, so I just got to say turn my lights on and they do. And I think it's amazing. So if I needed something, hey Edgar, can you just make this? We need something to. He'd be like, yeah, I got you. Tinker, tinker, tinker.
He probably already had that.
Yeah, he may already have.
He doesn't need Google for that.
Or he'll just make it, which is like that's why I think it's really cool. So I think I will have to wed him as well.
Okay.
I was keeping score. Yeah, I mean, it seems. Yeah, I mean, it would be too much to have a night with Akuma. I think.
No, it wouldn't.
It would be scary.
He'd be passionate.
He's on fire, dude.
But only sometimes. And then you know that raging demon sex. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't need raging demon sex. I'm a 38-year-old boring white man.
The other question is,
What's a
does the
missionary
carpet
in the
match
dark?
Yeah.
does the carpet match the drapes? That's the other question.
Yeah, he's
Wouldn't
got
you wanna know?
If his head
a
is
fire
on-
dick? No.
No, just a fire crotch. The dick would just be brown.
Because it's singed?
Gray. It'll be gray.
It depends. Is it flaccid or no? Because that. it
Oh, that's
plays really
true. Because
into-
what if it
into
rages? If it starts super.
You know, he's dead. I'm killing him.
Oh,
Killing him. I'm taking my
You're awful.
one night stand Bonnie's shotgun and hopefully killing Akuma with it. I'm going to bed Bonnie
But I mean,
once.
hey, but he's got the fist too.
No,
Good choices. Good
Oh,
choices,
that sounds
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, right?
I'm done.
No.
Betting Bonnie.
I do not want that fist anywhere near me.
And then I'll ride off into the sunset on her horse that I steal from the ranch. So that's what I'll do.
But why not a crystal dragon?
See, great point.
They don't have crystal
I like your
dragon.
upsell.
That'd be
I like
great. That was a good. So yeah, Aquan, this has been
This is a good one.
Yes.
eye-opening.
Thank you.
It's been great. Thank
It's a
you
good
so
way
much
to
for
bed.
teaching us the ways and learning all about your lifestyle and everything. And it's been awesome. A lot of fun.
Thank
and
you
a
for
safe
having
trip back
me.
to the realm.
Yes, maybe Blizzard. Hopefully, Blizzard doesn't notice I'm gone for too long.
Please,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
please unionize. It's just wrong what they're doing to you.
I'll talk to Auctioneer.
Yeah,
A
talk to
and
the
see-
blacksmiths.
and see.
Talk to
Yeah,
the guys.
both auctioneers should probably get together.
Yeah.
Maybe go on strike. I don't
the
know.
guards. You know,
Yeah, see what happens. So,
We'll talk next Tuesday.
Sounds
Stormwind Local
good.
101.
all right. Thank you guys for listening and have a great rest of your week. We'll see you at the Long Island Retro Expo on the 11th.
Yay!
Give me your fingernails.
Steve Esposito. Please check out his podcast, Copperpiece Podcast. It is a D&D adventure podcast. Please check it out. It comes out every
Thursday. We went from Tuesday to Thursday.
Okay, look at that. Change it up from a T to another T. You'll also catch him at the Long Island Retro Expo. He will have a table, and you should go and check it out.
Thank you.